human nature is not always at its peaks. That's why partnerships and technology, right? Okay, so
Yes,
we
yes,
are
yes.
officially the recording is
Ready.
hits. We are live. Welcome back, Alchemists. This is Abundance Thursdays with myself, Gualter Amarelo, and the great Vinney Smile Chopra. Vinney, welcome back.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. It's such a pleasure to be with you and with our followers, our people who like us, follow us, comment, on our Abundance Mindset show that you and I do every Thursday, 9 a.m. Pacific. It goes live 9 a.m. Pacific.
So, for those of you who are listening and don't know who Vinney Chopra is, if this is your first time or don't know what Alchemist Nation is, we're on a mission to build a million millionaires. It started off with 100 millionaires, inspired to build 100 millionaires. And then Vinney messaged me. He said, Bro, I love your mission, but I think you're thinking too small. And then I was on his podcast. He was on my podcast. Before you know it, we were like, let's build a million millionaires. And that's where Abundance Thursdays came to be. So Vinney has built an under agreement and had managed a property of $1.6 billion at one point. He now started a
GP and
fund for.
LPs. Yeah, I always say that GPs and LPs. That's general partnership where I'm on the loan, acquisition, and everything. And then LP partners, which is limited partners with other syndicators, other fund managers, all other different diversified businesses, which we're going to talk about today. I'm so excited about partnerships.
And why this is so cool, Wealth Principle 22 is something we're reviewing today. Out of the 52 Wealth Principles, we're actually going through 22 because Vinney is the king of strategic partnerships and affiliates. And I want to just really go deeper and look at this from a different angle than what we do on Saturday's call. So, Vinney, before we dive into it, for everybody who's listening, Vinney is very specialized in what he does. He is primarily a deal and business evaluator and an operations evaluator. He looks at the person and he looks at the asset itself and he says, what is this formula? And I think we're going to dive into that formula a little bit today. Some of the things that he's known for is he built two funds. One fund is for $100 million. It's hospitality. Another fund is $100 million. And that was in the residential assisted living space. He's recently started another $100 million fund, which is called the Asset. This was the
A strategic income fund.
Strategic
Strategic
Income
income fund.
Fund, right? And
Yes,
this was
yes.
actually designed to help people who have really good assets, over $500 million under management, and improve those assets because of the interest rates, insurance rates, the way the market is. So solving problems seems to be your thing, but you didn't do any of these businesses by yourself. You actually have always had, not always, but in the beginning you did it by yourself. But in the past 15 years, where you really exploded, you started bringing in partners. So
I
there
really
are.
believe that. I believe because see how much a person can do, right? I mean, of course, you could do a lot of research. You could do, very good at. I know brother Ed Milet wrote the book One Thing. Then he wrote another book last year. I think it's called One More Thing or One More Thing. I think the key thing is to really be a specialist in your field. You want to be the very best in your field. In my case, it's been actually, having passive investors, accredited investors join hands with me and invest in different real estate deals, especially multifamily, hotels, senior assisted livings, and so on. The other good part is the drive to really learn somewhat about some different facets of diversification. That's what I call it. Everybody should not put all the eggs in one basket because that basket will get too big and and so forth. And then you are really relying on one stream of income. You need to really have multiple streams of income and equity growth and shares. Just like in stock market, people like to buy ETFs and things like that, which is a mixture of a lot of stocks in it. See, so it's a fund. That's the similar thing in funds also in syndication or private equity funds or strategic income funds like in ours. And also, I'm just thinking about locations. We hear about it all the time, but it's good to have diversity where you're giving some money to the West Coast, to the East Coast, to the Central, so that you're spreading your risks. And then you can also be in the medical tech field, which I've been, very fortunate to find a great partner in medtech. I'm really big in it. And in that fund, we are able to boutique fund, which is from Palo Alto, California. and brother, Rami has been the CEO and good friend, and we have done well. We have done IPOs. We have invested money in 13 different, startups, and then my partner in cloud defense, cybersecurity. I'm so proud of him. Where 5 years back I got involved in the seed round because cybersecurity, I got hacked, by somebody, and so forth, and lost almost 391,000 comes to my mind. But you look at it, you learn from it, and when the idea came about cybersecurity, it just caught my attention, and I got on the ground floor with a great partner, Anshu Bansal, who took his first company, by the way, a startup company, hire car, kind of like Uber and Lyft. But he sold that company on NASDAQ, rang the bell. He's coming out with his book, by the way. Let me just kind of promote his book. It's coming out from Starbucks mug to hire car, making millionaires. Lot of his people who were really doing the research and other stuff, they were employees at the Starbucks or restaurants. Nobody else wanted to be part of that company, and he made millionaires out of them. So it's exciting. So that's the cyber cloud defense AI. Then the virtual reality field. Oh my gosh, Vinny's got so much.
You
Let's
got
just
you got a lot of
get
partners. So so for everybody who's jumping in, what is Vinny listing? He's listing his partnerships, and he also gave me a list of 7 things when looking for partners. So I'm
yes,
gonna just quickly list them off. These are the
please.
power of collaboration. Number one, collaboration is important. Number two, identifying ideal partners. Number three, leveraging
Yes.
complementary strengths. Number four,
Yes.
creating win-win opportunities. Number
Yeah.
five, navigating challenges and pitfalls. Number six, cultivating trust and alignment. And number seven, we're going to talk about today is scaling your impact. One of the reasons that you invest with strategic partners. So, Vinny, as we're going into this, you really have scaled your whole business, and all your investments are done with somebody else. Why? Like, how did you discover the power of collaboration? Like, what was it that just made you realize, oh, this is way better than doing it all by myself?
Well, see, the thing is, if you're investing into only your field of power play, I call it, right? You will be only relying on that industry, that whatever you are doing. How can you multiply? How can you grow your wealth? How can you build legacy and leave a mark? Is diversification, diversification, diversification. And that's what I find in my mind. I also want to diversify myself in assisted livings more now in Florida, in Arizona, which we are making some very big strides with partnerships. Actually, I discovered last night I have some students in my academy who want to partner with me, and my director also, which is fabulous because he's got so many great positive things, finding off market deals and single family. So we are going into RALs, that's residential assisted living. Even the word residential doesn't speak well for it because residential with 10 rooms, 10 rooms, and each room brings $6,000. So it's $60,000 revenue per month for the assisted living and memory care and all that. The key thing is, I just realized, Vinny, RAL is like multifamily because multifamily is duplex, triplex, fourplex. This is 10plex or 11plex. I like 11 rooms or 12 rooms because then the caregivers can live right there in that facility. So we are looking at now 3 houses close by, maybe a mile, 2 mile apart, and or in a cul-de-sac, 3 homes which are sold by the same operator, seller, whatever. So we are putting together really great things, partnerships together. That's a new one. I know the fund you and I talked about and all with my, I've done 40 different syndications and funds, so I've got a little bit knowledge on that. Partnership with, yeah, we could talk about some more. AR, VR is another one. Artificial reality and virtual reality with, metaverse. As you know, Facebook changed their name to Meta for a reason. And that's coming up big time. So I was able to find a strong partner in that, got on the board, invested money. And now that's coming out with some great, great products, amazing virtual reality products, which are used in 160 countries right now by the developers. And you actually can be in virtual reality without any coding. That's the platform. That's the innovative idea, which I really believed in. And we are going bigger and bigger.
So that brings me to my next question. The next point that you put down here is identifying ideal partners. How
Mhm.
do you find them? What are some strategies you used to find some of these guys and gals?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I think it's the mindset of abundance. It's the mindset of attracting, law of attraction. It's the mindset of meeting people and giving value to them so that they feel very privileged to know you. And then they say, you know what? I want you to involved with this one or listen to this presentation or that presentation. So
So
I
let's
really don't
so
want to
Vinny,
waste anybody's time. Yeah.
if somebody
Go
had
ahead.
no relationships, how would you find the first ones?
Very good point. I think it all starts with you having a strong intention. Intention is the word. Law of attraction only works if we have very strong signals we send out and we read our goals and missions and visions. And then the law of attraction is working 24 hours. But your signal, when it gets very, 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 very potent or very high, that's when the other party listens. Or it's just like radio station. See, a radio station might be far away from me, but I need a transistor or iPhone to listen to music. So it's how strong the signal is, only then it will be reached in my metaphorically, right? So I've been thinking about silver tsunami for the
Right.
last 7, 8 years, right? 6, 7, 8 years. And I found a partner through another relationship, and guess what? So you got to start vetting that partner, figure out backward, forward, their track record, who they are, what their values are, and how well they have done, and so forth. Then you do honeymoon period. No, 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 dating period. Sorry. Dating comes first. You meet, you talk, you do, and you don't decide overnight with these big decisions. You don't make decision overnight at all. I'm looking at 4 alliances right now, and I'm just 6 months it's taken me, right? But
So
I'm not going to really.
this is actually the sixth part, cultivating trust and alignment, like
Yes.
how you're doing that. Before we dive into
Yeah.
it, so just so everybody knows, the tactical side of this, what Vinny sent me is networks. You have to network with people, find and communicate, let people know what you're looking for. So the law of attraction,
Yes.
and I think it's
Yes.
one of the things that Vinny is very good at is just going straight to what is working. And I think sometimes very successful people forget how little like a person has in advance. So Vinny is so far ahead that he's always networking. He doesn't even think about networking. He doesn't even think about texting people. He doesn't even think like he just does it because he's vibrating at that level. So for those of you who are like, okay, I've been thinking about, I know what I want, I'm super clear about it, but you're not sending the message to another human being. You're not sending out that message via Facebook or video or meeting people in person. That you're missing some of the power. So once you've leveraged complementary strengths and you're really getting out into other people's networks, uh, before we get into navigating some of the challenges and pitfalls, Vinny, and building trust, can you just go quickly and talk about win-win opportunities, like how you identify a win-win opportunity, like whether
You
you're the
know,
right partner or they're the right partner for you?
I'm so glad you're saying that. It all starts with 4 wins. I see that win, 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 win. What it is
Wow.
that the number one thing is where the winning part is, what's the target market you are really going to be serving? You got to be a servant. Like seniors, that's our number one win, making sure our 75 to 100 years of seniors age, they have the delightful service and delightful living experience and everything in our communities. Second are the operators who are going to be operating. They have to be the winners. They need to be the partners. They will be the Monil name in the front. And that's how I've done my apartments also, same way. The residents, then comes my community managers, district managers, and regional managers, all that. Then comes third, my investors. So who are going to be helping me to really reach these big heights? If I need 1 million, 2 million, 5 million, these partners are the biggest winners right there to share 70/30. 80/20, whatever, it takes to give them the returns. Then number four are my team members, my brokers, my vendors, my everything. So that's like a four wins. Then we come at the bottom, the general partnerships, and we should be at the bottom, because if we help everybody that I just spoke about and give them the best of the best, then everything will be taken care of for us at the bottom, you know? And that's how I look at it. You have got to really have several meetings with your partners, ask them to give proof of what they're trying to do, look into that market sector, look into what's out there, who are the competitors, let them give you PowerPoint presentation, the deck, and then you ask them probing questions, because you are investing with them as partner or board of directors or anything. You don't want to do anything unethical, number one, and you have to align your values with what they are doing. Like I was there, I had a very big partnership actually coming in my lap 4 years back in CBD, in marijuana and all that. I walked away. I had four presentations, lot of money to be made, everything, but my value system just did not allow me to take that step. And I'm happy. I may have lost millions of dollars, but I'm happy. I'm really happy because I need to align and make sure core values are protected.
That's that's something I think I've seen a lot of investors fail on. In fact, I was on a call with somebody today who just lost alignment for a little while. So, Vinny, I want to restate, and I'm taking notes on the side here. So I want to restate that the four steps, the four people wins. The first one is the customer. The next one is
Yes,
operators. The third one was
operators,
investors, and then finally
investors.
the fourth was the fund manager has to win, like the
Yeah,
people
well,
operating the
actually,
fund,
the team. I
the
think
team.
also fourth one is my partners and team people. I mean, team people, team and partner. They come before my family. So number four is team and partners. Number five is Vinny and his family, or my company comes at the bottom. Yeah, yeah, and
I
family.
see. Okay.
I cannot put my family's interest on the top. I cannot. I cannot. Because if I do that, that's a reverse way. Then
Right.
I'm always making decisions which are best for my family and our growth. But the big thing is we got to start from the top down.
That's fantastic. That is not how a lot of people operate. And so that is why a lot of people don't succeed. So for navigating challenges and pitfalls and then cultivating trust and alignment, you kind of, as you started speaking about this, I noticed you were putting them together. It's almost like you're thinking about the problems that could occur and you're building trust to ensure that those don't happen for you. What challenges could come up in a bad partnership?
I'm so glad you're saying that. And I would like to really speak out for ChatGPT 4.0. I use that tremendously. We just hired, by the way, I want to put a plug also on my new show. Vinny's got so much time with everything going on. My new show, which will be live again or recorded and then edited, which will be Desi Money Show with brother Farooq. And what it is that we have so many Indian nationality, Pakistanis, Asians in USA who are really big entrepreneurs. They have made millions and billions, and we want to be interviewing and getting into their circle. Wait a minute. So we have a game plan and vision to get into these circles to help them, because they have made so much money, but they would love to diversify in real estate, in franchising, in all these different things, and catch the glimpse of silver tsunami also. So we are going to be talking in Hindi and English and interviewing 54 people for the whole year, and they'll be giving their hacks and how they started from zero to hero, all that. So we hired a full-time, international, partner. I always say that. And she's amazing. She's got a degree in digital marketing. She's editor. She's got all the great experience. And we got all the social medias going. Desi Money Show, desimoneyshow.com. And we'll be all over the internet, and that's where we'll be reaching out to very rich heritage and and share them with the other people so that they can get motivated to do what these entrepreneurs are doing in every walk of life. It's not just engineers, not just doctors in USA who are doing well. There are other entrepreneurs in every field they are. So anyway, so what you're saying is, see, I'm always looking for signals who are great partners, and will they carry their load? See, that's a big thing. I cannot really do everything myself. No, no, no. I will show up 1 hour a week and give directions and make sure that we are doing right, and give my input and all. Then we hire the right people to do, because they will do much better than what Vinny can do. I'm not good at many things at all, brother. I'm not. I mean, I don't know how to even write. So the thing is, Chat GPT, I was able to give some really good prompts and refine the prompts. It gave me all the questions I should be asking in my interviews. It gave me the text messages that we should be sending. It gave me the emails. It gave me the taglines. It gave me everything, brother.
So, so Vinny, you're leveraging ChatGPT as a partner now too, and you just gave some really good pro tips for partners. Will they carry all the load? Like, will they carry their load? Like, will they do their part? And the second
That's
one was Vinny's only involved for 1 hour, right? That to me
That's it.
is,
1 hour a week. That's it. No more than that.
and
Well,
so
maybe
you're
now. Maybe I just hired another company in Romania, just to let you know, it's everything is clear, brother. And I just require, because I want to build a funnel to get my online academy to 1 million people. That's my goal. That's like 1 billion in sales. I don't know if it will happen, but anyway, I have big goals. But the thing is, we are trying to put together funnels because other people are able to do it.
right.
Why not? So now we are going big time, where I used to sell it for 3,000, for under 1,000. We might even, look into my, of course, group coaching and one-on-one coaching, all that, because I want to give my knowledge all across the world. That's what my passion is. So I really believe in investing in my businesses so that we could help more people.
And we've actually been leveraging the Apartment Syndication Academy in our
Yes,
mastermind. So we actually
yes,
we sell
yes,
it with our mastermind. So anybody who signs up for the mastermind actually gets access to the Multifamily Syndication Academy. So
yes,
it's
yes.
I'll vouch for it. It's a wonderful program. I leverage it every Monday
Ah,
night with our mastermind. So the other one is you're providing really capital and guidance is why you're taking on these strategic partners, because you're saying, look, I'm only going to spend 1 hour with you, and that's basically going to be guidance. So the initial reason that they partnered is probably the wealth of wisdom and then the capital that you're able to bring to the deal.
yes,
Uh,
yes,
for
yes.
somebody who
Those
wants
two.
to invest with you, somebody
Those
who
two.
wants to be a partner, wants to bring you a deal, or wants to level up and knows that they need your guidance or your capital, what would you say for them to get their ducks in the row as you're looking to take the strategic partner fund and put it into deploy capital? What does an investor need to do to get prepared to present something to you and your team?
That's so nicely, so nicely. Of course, that's passive investors because it's a syndication fund. We
Mhm.
call it. It's strategic income fund. It's 506C for accredited investors only. And the good part is we got 9 deals on our table. We are ready to fund. So if anybody is interested, please reach out to me, text me, and we can meet together. And it's 50,000 minimum. We dropped the level to 50 because a lot of people said, Vinny, I want to be partner in it. So 50 at 12%. I can talk about returns too. Who can give you 12%, returns per annum? No questions asked. And we start paying in July. So as soon as people fund their investment, they start earning 12% day one. That's the beauty of it. The key thing is that we'll be strategically putting this money in great places where we are earning 16, 18% plus equities and all that, with very, very big operators. And in
This is
multifamily, more, it's,
this is
yeah, go
operating
ahead,
more as
please.
a debt fund versus a so this is an
Income
income
fund.
fund.
It's
Yes.
an income fund because we are right after the senior loan. We are not we are pref equity. We call it pref equity, where we are paying first. We are get paid. If they don't pay us for 2 months, we press the sale. So
Yep.
we have clauses in our contract, which can really be very beneficial if somebody, but we are making sure that the lot of equities there, it's 50, 60% LTVs and all those things. So we are very savvy operators, my partner and I, Sapan and I, and we have done it. We have done almost $400 million dollar worth of assets, AUM, where we have done 50-50. So it's a 50-50 fund with him and I and his team and my team, Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Again, another partnership. So, Vinny, this has been very insightful, very informative. You've obviously, do you know how many partnerships you currently have right now? If you were to, have you ever written down
27,
how many?
27, 27.
27. 27 partnerships, and each one has a business under it. Is that correct? Each one's a business?
Yes, yes. It's a company, it's a startup, it's a business. It's got diversified attack into different things. Yep,
Wow.
yep, yep.
That's that's all I've got. So this has been Abundance Thursdays with myself, Gualter Amarelo, and the great Vinny Smile Chopra. Vinny, we do this every Thursday at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m.
Yes,
Pacific Standard Time. What would you like to say
yes.
to Alchemist Nation before we sign off?
I would say that please, please, please consider diversification. Put your money to work for you more and more and more. Look at strategic partners who are great in their field. Find out. And you know what? Reach out to your circle of friends and don't be a stranger. Don't be a stranger. Many times people just have big Rolodex, a lot of contacts. You know what? Go through your iPhone or Android and go from A to Z. And then you look through. If you have not taken notes, you are missing it. I take notes in my iPhone and Android. That's my CRM, literally. There are lots of CRM, Go High Level, other ones. I had all those, and they're on my phone too, by the way. But the key thing is you got to take notes. You got to find out what their strategic superpower is when you are meeting with somebody. Otherwise, they should not be in your contact circle. I mean, they should be deleted or you send them. I send text messages, to several of them. Hey, we met few years back. Are you into real estate? Are you into startups and things? If you're not, if I cannot add value to you, I'd like to delete you, and please accept my apology. And that way, that's it.
If we are not in alignment, I'd like to delete you. I apologize already. I love it. This has been Abundance Thursdays with myself, Gualter Amarelo, and the great Vinny Smile Chopra. You can go to vinnychopra.com and you can learn more about his funds. You can go to alchemiststation.com, get the access to the 3 steps to becoming a millionaire and getting your financial freedom. Cheers to your success. We have a choice. Always work with the best. We'll see you online.
See you next week. Yes.